Most welcome to the Voice of Evolution. My name is Preview. I'm very much in love with everything going out there, and most of these critical conditions going on hit a lot of people to a level of no inspiration at all, no action, and so leaves themselves more in a critical place where they can see or give attention to a sea of circumstances that put them down, and that is no good. So we want to lift everybody so you can reflect on yourself and you can reflect on your circumstances and take some valuable action for the incoming months, the eclipse season for June and July, which is going to be very powerful and potent, because split shift of seconds of change will come true, and we can very well prepare for that, and repair before it hits. Actually, is what I was willing to say. So that makes us more becoming the energy of ease and grace, and especially surrender to your source. And that is a word many people do not understand either. So surrendering and finding your connection back and aligning that connection through the spine, through your glandular construction, where you feel the pulsation of true sorcery, is all you really need to connect on a daily level and detach from anything less but your true self. And that means you release present circumstances or the seas of muddy waters, and you open up the clear waters in your live stream. I put out a video about detachment and how you can easily detach from present situation. It's a very wonderful 20-minute meditation, which you can practice like in 5 minutes and do it during the day as much as you want. So connectiveness is what really brings truth to. That means you start to unite with the higher levels of self in the first place, which have been missing, because that is the energy where you need to understand that you do things before you actually know why you do certain things in your life, and that is very practical, and so that pushes you forward into the domains where you start to really take action. So detaching opens the space where your spirit can move back in, where your thought patterns can move onto the higher level of thinking, because without it we will feel completely lost. So there's so much you can do in alignment, and it is opening that willingness to do that extra work and to bring that effort through, because the value of the coming months will be of men that stepping into the scene where you start to really understand the substances of light and how to work with it through a myriad degrees, a myriad levels of new understanding. Most people understand the substance of food, the substance of drinking water, the substance of every intake, as long as it is matter and we can perceive it, and not realizing that the substance of light can feed a high level nutrition termed mana, which will be needed in the coming age. So here my message really for June, July is let's leave the old tradition, let's leave leave them for what they were. Your individual food industry, or what I mean by that is your diet, of course. Let's leave that behind, and let's open up new potential within self, and between the different levels of consciousness you have already experienced on the earth. And that takes some upgrades, of course, some self-study, because remembering the vast potentials within self, that takes you to be willing to move beyond the nonsense being presented. So as many people are trying to make sense out of nonsense, that is a degree that doesn't even open a door to possibility, yet most people are drowning within that consciousness. So reality always and always relies on your properties or your expansion and the ability to investigate yourself fearlessly. So let's say you can activate anything, the type of the quality of experience you really want to have in life. That can be done by alignment and visualization, but visualization or imagination without your alignment brings you into a field of ego dreams, and that are impossible to manifest, because you will keep on winding yourself in the mud, or you need to be that strong to move yourself into the realms of light. And imagine from that plateau on, that is another beautiful possibility open there for you. So also because the brain can only take but so much information, so we need to be more vigilant and decipher what comes on our daily platter. So we open up, expand, and then we can balance the hippocampus in the brain out. That is that seahorse in between other glands that is going to be very important in the month of June and in the brain, so we can open up remembrance that is aligned to the heart. And when the heart is overstressed, that is practically impossible to remember, yet we can remember on the level of ego, and that is not to be supported that much. We need to remember the levels in consciousness from where we came actually in this universe. And so I would suggest strongly also to leave most of that self-talk behind to a point in which your brain gets really too much used to the mundane worlds that are gonna vanish or dissipate anyways. So we need to be able or enable self to reflect on the true you, the beauty that you are, and how you can lift that and let yourself come to the forefront. So let's say that you can open your doorways, because without purpose, without taking action, then life becomes pretty much meaningless, especially in these times where every condition, actually your life condition, can become very critical. So we have to look at where is your point of interest leading to, what makes you vibrate inside out. So if you really don't know and you want some magical moment and you want to really start to work with yourself, then I have created that book and ebook readily available for you to start working with your potential, with what you want, and how you can create extra income. And that is really manifesting to the ancient tools or techniques that can be installed in the body. So running through a technique through your spinal cord and manifesting that on the spot, That is really very practical. It also comes, for those who didn't see the former videos, with a free extreme deep meditation that eclipses your old stuck mindset. Because when that has been released, then you can start working with self, open your values, open your potential, and see what you're capable with. So it's very practical to see yourself change, like within a week time, within a month time, within 3 months. You can become a completely different person. And that is going to be so strong. So I have that information in the description box if you want that book and you want that meditation and eclipse everything, or you just want to move in that remembrance. I have that meditation online as well, which takes almost an hour or a bit longer, I guess, to eliminate what needs to be eliminated and realign your heart to conscious remembrance, which is needed right now. So, well, yes, keep in touch, and thank you for being with me, liking, subscribing, sharing my channel, commenting, and engaging, especially because it is the age of new communications and the gathering needs that. So if you communicate where you're at, what your troubles are, and let me see how we can lift you over the hill, so to speak, then that is what we will do. So thank you so much, and thank you for engaging. See you.